Oh, isn't that lovely? You can't even see my face. Hold on. Hey, there I am. Let me just prop my phone there. There we go. You're propped up on some sticky notes. I'm dead serious. You are on top of a trunk, propped up by sticky notes. Alright. Hello, everyone. I'm Tucker. You probably know that by the name of the channel. And this is the first installment of a new series that I'm making called Tucker On. And no, judging by the title, you probably already know that this is called Tucker on Teen Gangsters. That does not literally mean that I am, like, sitting on a teen gangster. That's... Okay, well, that would be incredibly funny, but I don't have a teen gangster to sit on, because I don't associate with those kind of people. However, Tucker On will essentially just be me ranting about stuff. So, if you don't care about my opinion, click away. I'm kidding, please don't click away, I want to get views. I'm lonely, and that's my only way to have happiness. Just kidding. Yeah, just kidding. So, how do I I didn't think of a creative way to transition from the intro into the rant, so I'm just going to start. Teen gangsters. Gangs are unfortunately a very common thing in America nowadays, and really anywhere else. In a lot of the urbanized countries like China. Because some of you guys have probably heard of that new game Sleeping Dogs, which is just about the huge gang in Hong Kong. But that seems awesome, like an awesome game, by the way. But I don't have like an Xbox or anything, or a PS3. Yeah, I know. Sue me. I don't have a next gen console. Yeah, I suck. Anyways, but I find it very unfortunate that gangs and gangsters are so common, particularly in America, and it really sickens me how there are so many teenage gangsters. Like, around where I live, not like in Pendleton, the bigger town where I go to get all my groceries, and here where I live in Helix, but in the areas around it, like Hermiston, areas like that. Unfortunately, there are a lot of teen gangsters. And, I mean, the main thing to me is that it's sad that they are associating themselves with gangs and making their own gangs. But, I mean, they just wind up looking ridiculous. I mean, they think they look intimidating with their baggy clothes and their necklaces and their blue or red or mucus green bandanas hanging out their back pockets, their hats turned, like, cocked a little bit sideways, their pants around their thighs, and I'm like, dude, you don't look awesome or intimidating. You just look ridiculous. Your pants look like a bully wanted to pants you, but didn't even care enough to finish. I mean, they just wind up looking stupid. It's absolutely stupid, and you can't help but laugh at them under your breath. I mean, it's like, oh, okay, gangster. And then once they turn their back, they look stupid. Because they do. Really. I don't even non-gangsters with the whole pants sagging thing. That's stupid. I mean, it's called a waistband for a reason, fellas. Come on, use it around your waist. But, I mean, one of the main things is that gangsters think they're so intimidating, but they're not. I mean, gangs, that's the whole thing. They gang up on you. They can only really feel tough when they're around their buddies, and they hit you from behind, kick you while you're on the ground, and then they take your wallet for the $2 that's in it, I mean, where's the dignity in that? I mean, I'm not saying that there's dignity in I'm not saying there's like a fair crime. That's not what I'm getting at. But I mean, really, how does that make you feel tough? When you gang up on somebody, you hit them from behind and then you just kick them on the ground. That's ridiculous. I mean, gangsters, they think they're so intimidating, but there are a lot of people who just think they're stupid and ignorant and full of themselves, and who aren't scared at all. Like me. I'm not scared of them. I mean, they're like teenage gangsters. They'll like be leaning against a wall or something. They'll like look at me, and I'm like, okay, stop staring at me, you creeps. Because I'm a big dude. I'm 6'1". You might... Okay, right now, since I'm a lesser-known YouTuber and the only people who are watching this know me, you do know that I'm 6'1". But if I ever get popular and people who I don't know start watching these and they come back and see this, I'm 6'1". You might not... that might not have been conveyed in my videos. I'm pretty tall. I'm 6'1", I'm like 185 pounds right now, and I'm only 14. I can handle myself against a gangster with a... I mean, you're not intimidating if you're a gangster who's old enough so that their only weapon is a switchblade the size of your pinky. I mean, I'm not intimidated by that. Those teenage gangsters. I'm like, dude, I'll flick you in the nose and then sit on you. I mean, that's really all it would take. And like, they think they're like intimidating. What really gets me is how like teenage gangsters think they're intimidating to adults. That is ridiculous because, I mean, particularly I think of my dad right now, who he used to be a correctional officer in the Pendleton prison, like state prison. He was there for like 5 years. I mean, he packs heat all the time. He feels naked if he doesn't have his gun. I mean, I always feel safe. I always feel safe when I'm around him. Like when I go into like Hermiston and stuff, and there are all the gangsters around. Because I mean, he could just like somebody walks up, hey, give me your money, and he's like, pop, 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 right in their friggin' thighs or something. And then my mom, I mean, she'd like do like some sort of weird dance kung fu. Like, I don't know what kind of weird dancing martial arts she's mastered, but man, her too. I could see her kicking some serious butt. And then my sister would just scare the crap out of him. My sister's a little toughie. She's a 12-year-old blonde girl. Smart and very, very sweet. But she is like a little, she's like a little boxer. I mean, she's feisty. She would, like, pinch their ears and rip them off. I'm just kidding, that's gross. But, really, that's the thing. They think they're so cool and intimidating, but they're not. And if you are a teenager watching this, and maybe you've been invited to join a gang, or maybe you're thinking of starting a gang, or maybe you're wondering if you want to go and ask to join this gang, you don't need to do that. I mean, why would you want to do that? Is it just because, peer pressure, like people are saying, oh, if you're in a gang, you're tough, you're cool, you have cred, you have street cred. That's not the case. You can get respect in other ways. Being in a gang is one of the worst decisions that a teenager, or really anyone, can make. Because really being in a gang only has negative influences on you in the long run. So if you're watching this, heed my warnings. Don't do anything like that. Don't go into a life of crime. It doesn't make you cool. It doesn't make you tough. It doesn't get you any real respect. The real respect, the best kind of respect, is the respect you get from being nice, right? It's the respect you get from doing good things, Don't rob a bank. Build a home for the homeless, Something along those lines. Do good things with your life. Take your time and use it for the greater good. Don't use it to try and be cool, alright? And if you don't choose to heed my warnings, I'll mess you up. That's what you get for not listening to me. Bye, everyone. Asparagus.